Well, that's it. The honeymoon period is over. Bournemouth 3, Manchester United 0. Embarrassing, disgraceful. I don't know what words we can use to summarise that performance because at the end of the day, like I said, I don't know how we can describe that game. It just, even from the first kickoff, United didn't look like the Amorim team we've been playing under. We were 3-0 down to Spurs throughout the week, and obviously conceding 6 or 7 now in the space of less than a week is really, really concerning. Is it that we're missing Matthias de Ligt? Is it the midfield issue? I really don't know what it is, but at the moment, the midfield is just like a massive hole at the Grand Canyon, and the defence just look like we just are always going to concede. I don't know what's up with Andre Onana at the moment. He started off the season so well, making double saves against like Fenerbahce, Crystal Palace and stuff. And he's one of the clean sheet record holders at the moment in the league. But right recently, he's just been the mistakes, the holding onto the ball when we're trying to break out from the back. He's just all over the place. But he's not the only one. Bruno Fernandes, Martinez, these players that have carried us for so many seasons, they're all over the place. Amad Diallo looked absolutely knackered today. He's been the saviour for the last few games. And, Amad's just, he looked knackered. He looked flat out on his feet. He's like Tyson Fury last night. But at the same time, what can Amorim do to change this? Because we've got a few injuries at the moment, Mason Mount, but you can't say to me that Mason Mount's the most crucial player in the team and he's the game changer, because he's not. He's not been given enough run of games. He's not consistent enough with his injury record. It's just an absolute mess. And I generally will say this. I know this is not the United way, as the older Reds would call it, but I generally think a season without Europe will do United good. Just focus on the league, focus on domestic trophies, and just try and build a team and just it's taking one step back to possibly gain 2 steps forward, but that's the word, possibly, because we really can't predict the future with this bunch of players because they've let us down again. They've downed tools. And what I've loved about Amorim so far is that when something isn't working, he changes it. And, you see something fresh on the pitch. Where recently, today should I say, that there was no inspiration from the players. Not one player looked like they wanted to win the game and get us back into the game. It was just all over the place. And, there's just moments where the players on the ball are taking too many touches. I mean, a fan said behind me that they're not even Brazilian, not even fucking Barbados, wherever they're from. It's absolutely just diabolical at the moment. And Bruno Fernandes, we need to talk about him now, because for our captain, the first half, he had a few shots, a few on target, a few wide, but he should be hitting the target for the majority of them. But I swear to God, get him off set pieces, because he doesn't beat the first man. But Amad Diallo doesn't either. It sounds daft. Get Dalot on crosses or for corners, because he never wins any headers in the box. He's always making crosses when he plays on the right wing or left wing back. So, I'd say get Dalot on corners because he's got a good delivery. I'm not a set piece specialist, but for me, you just need to see something change, because Bruno, Amad, we just don't have that set piece taken. You can't keep starting in Eriksen just to take a corner or a free kick, because Eriksen doesn't have the legs and we can't rely on him. So for me, it's a very disappointing game. Obviously, we've got Wolves next, who have just battered Ruud van Nistelrooy's Leicester 3-0, I believe. So no doubt we're going to lose to that as well, because they've got a new manager bounce. And like I said before, our honeymoon period's over now. Our run with Amorim is over, clearly. And these players have down tools yet again. And they're the same players that let down Ten Hag. Obviously, Ten Hag was his own issue at the same time. He wasn't completely innocent. But obviously, it goes further back to Jose Mourinho and Van Gaal and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. It's just, I don't even think it's the players. I don't even think it's the managers. There's something up with the club. It's like a disease. Like, it doesn't matter how good how much of a world-class player a player is. They come to United and we ruin careers. We ruin young players. We ruin world-class players. Doesn't matter. There's some sort of virus in this club, and it's hard to watch as a fan, because this club is built on so many big moments. Obviously, you've got the Busby Babes, you've got the class of '92, you even got late Sir Alex Ferguson in 2008 with the Rooney, Tevez and Ronaldo team. It's just, I just don't know how over the last decade we've fallen so far. And we must be falling off Mount Everest, but we must be hitting the bottom soon, because we can't just keep falling like this. It's like every single time United hit rock bottom, we find a new way to fall even further. And yeah, it's like falling into a black hole is the best way to describe it, I guess. But is it hard to say that Amorim doesn't know his best team yet? It's hard to say because Malacia, what is he doing? He needs to go. Whether you send him out on loan or whether you get rid of him in January, because he just doesn't trust his own body. It's like, I know he's been out of football for such a long time, but you can't be starting. Like, the wing-back position in Amorim's system is so important. These are the players that have the most energy in the team. These are the players that are the most creative. These are the players that are relied upon. These are why we don't play wings anymore. Like, our full-backs, who are now supposed to be wing-backs, are supposed to have this relentless energy and this brilliant creativity. None of them have it. Mazraoui was poor tonight, but he was playing at right centre-half. Dalot and Malacia, but like I said, with Malacia, he needs to go. So does Rashford. I've backed Rashford for a long time, but not being in the squad again today for me, let's read between the lines. He's not injured. It's not another breakup with his girlfriend or anything. I generally just think we've seen the last of Marcus Rashford. I'd be very surprised if we see him play for Manchester United again. But disgraceful is all I have to say. Hopefully we can do something against Wolves on Boxing Day, but we'll have to see. Anyway, make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, and comment down below your thoughts on today's game. Thanks for watching.